What's up, everyone? This is once again the PW Twister with another rebooking segment here. Early in the summer, we got something none of us expected. A shoot promo on Monday Night Raw by one CM Punk. And it garnered a lot of attention. A lot of attention. And quite frankly, WWE completely botched any chance of building CM Punk into a superstar. And it's sort of silly. They could still turn him into a superstar, but it would have been bigger had they done it a different way. And we all have these reimaginings of what could have been. But has anybody actually come up with a detailed vision of what could have been with CM Punk and how you could have built him into this next big star? Well, that's the challenge I attempt to tackle here today. And I am rebooking the summer and fall of CM Punk. I have been writing down my ideas for rebooking segments and stuff inside of my wrestling journal here. And so I have in detail all of what I would do with Punk. And it's really detailed, and this is from week to week how this would go. So, you're 2 weeks before Money in the Bank. You have the epic Punk promo. People are flipping out about it. It is amazing. People love it. And what WWE did was they bought Punk back the week before Raw, I think. And they had him talk, and then they had him do house shows outside of that. That's the first mistake. What they should have done is WWE should have actually, of course, kayfabe, but suspended him. It means taken him off of advertised house shows, not let him on television. Have the announcers agree that they hate him. Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler hate each other. Oh, but they hate CM Punk because he's leaving the company. He is being anti-establishment in a way that we've never seen before. And that's the thing. You have to make them believe it if you're going to really do it. And if you're going to really do it, you need to have them really take him off of all advertised house shows. You need to have him taken off of all the Raws and SmackDowns leading up until Money in the Bank, and have Money in the Bank say that you can have Vince McMahon make a statement, say, well, he's scheduled in this match, we're going to stick to the contract, and once his contract's up, he's not going to be back. And you have to make them believe it. And that's the thing. You make them believe it by taking him off of everything WWE. You don't have him anywhere near the arenas. You don't have him on any house shows at all. Because he was on house shows between Money in the Bank and that epic promo on Raw. And that was a mistake by them. So we're at Money in the Bank. And I would have had it exactly as they did it. Punk wins with interference by McMahon. It fails because Cena's too much of a goody-goody to let that fly. Punk leaves through the crowd. Money in the Bank was perfect. It was perfect. It couldn't have gone any better for what they were trying to accomplish. However, what they did the night after was they had Triple H relieve him of their duties. And I would have just had them. I wouldn't have done that because there's no need for this type of thing. There's no need for a power struggle storyline in pro wrestling right now. It's all been done. It's all been done, and nobody cares about who's in charge of the WWE. They care about characters and matches and storylines. They don't care about who runs the company. They want to see these characters interact with each other in storylines. So, what they would have done, that Vince McMahon would have come out and announced, we are going to have a tournament to determine the new WWE champion. Because CM Punk won it and he left with it. There's nothing we can do about that. I don't intend to. He has no intention of re-signing, even if I wanted him to. And So we're going to move on with our lives, and we're going to hold a tournament to determine a new champion. And outside of WWE, you have him appear at places like the Comic-Con with Triple H. You have him do all of the... You could have him outside of the arena and with his megaphone and doing his talking. And if you want to get these Best in the World t-shirts out, you don't have them WWE official quite yet. You have them CM Punk official. Have him rent a trailer with all these new Punk shirts he's got, Best in the World, and you have him make a ruckus outside of all of the arenas that WWE events are held at on Raw and SmackDown, and you get him arrested, and they'll believe it. This guy is not in the WWE, but he's still causing a scene, saying he's the best in the world. Or you could even have his fans do it if you don't want him to do it. You have him make appearances everywhere that isn't on WWE, and you have him talk and make himself a bigger star than he is while he's outside of the TV. And so we're going through, Vince made Cena qualify to get into the tournament because he didn't like that Cena lost. Cena gets in, he wins, and it all goes to SummerSlam. Cena wins in SummerSlam, beats Rey Mysterio, and the problem I had with the tournament, they did it in one night, which was a mistake. They should have done it over a series of weeks, and how you build for what is about to happen. You would have guys planted in the audience holding up CM Punk signs so that the people, bring back Punk, people starting Punk chants. The commentators would mock these people, saying, oh, that guy, CM Punk, he's a disgrace to professional wrestling. He left with the biggest title in the world, and he doesn't want to defend it against anyone. You have heels in the company mock him. You have faces in the company mock him. You have some of the younger guys stick up for him, but you have the well-known guys just make fun of him and scoff like, CM Punk, that guy who ran away from the business. And then SummerSlam is here. So Cena wins the tournament. Cult of Personality starts playing. Cena is confused. He doesn't know what happens, and what he did on Raw 2 weeks after he left should have been done several months after he left. After you have all these people and all of these things going on at these WWE events where people are chanting for Punk, they want Punk back. And then Cena wins, the music's playing, nobody knows what's going on, the announcers are wondering, hey, what's this music? We don't know who this is. And then Punk walks out to the music, his Titantron goes up a few seconds after him. The crowd goes ape shit. Everybody's like, CM Punk, CM, all that crazy stuff. And Cena looks like he's just got the fear of God in him. He's like, oh no. That type of thing. Like, this guy's back. He's shocked to see him, and then Punk comes in the ring with the WWE title and now the WWE official Best in the World t-shirt. Cena holds up his title saying he's the champion. Punk holds up his title, and he gets a bigger response than Cena because you'll have had all this build-up and the crowd will believe it. On the next Raw, CM Punk explains why he left. I would have him say, the reason I left is because nobody was stepping up to defeat the old guard. All these guys that have been here for all these years, and nobody seems to be willing to step up to do it. And I figured that my absence would actually change things, but it seems that I'm the only one who's capable of fixing the problems that is going on in the pro wrestling business today. Cena would come out. He can't stand Punk. He thinks he abandoned them for money and for perks and for attention. Punk would counter with some witty comment about how Cena's been on top for too long and how he doesn't deserve to hold the title anymore. And then Vince would come out and make Punk Cena 2 for Hell in a Cell. Which that would be the type of match a Hell in a Cell match would be good for. Those two, there's been a heated rivalry. Cena's tired of hearing the Punk's name because he's been compared to Punk now that Punk beat him at Money in the Bank. It's been going completely insane. And in Punk, let me be frank about this. I would not have Punk wrestle until Hell in a Cell. Cena's mad that Punk's even given a shot because Punk abandoned them. Punk keeps pointing out who won, and you'll have these promos every week going back and forth as to who's the better man, and it eventually will go into a pull-apart brawl before Hell in a Cell. It'll be built as the Battle of the Bitter Rivals at Hell in a Cell. At Hell in a Cell, Punk would go over Cena because it's Punk. You're trying to build a new star, and he would go over Cena clean, no interference. Del Rio would come out after the match because Punk and Cena would both be beaten up. He cashes in, he wins the title, and then Cena would leave Hell in a Cell defeated, a broken man. He would come out and he doesn't know what to do with himself. He feels defeated. This is on the following Raw. I don't know if I just mentioned that. And he says that my priorities have been messed up. I've been so focused on the title and CM Punk that I've forgotten what's lying ahead of me at WrestleMania in a few months, and that's The Rock. And so he would go train for The Rock. He would leave. He would be off of television, actually, so that you could use that new television time that you're not wasting with these conspiracy storylines, these power struggle storylines, or for John Cena, and you would have all of these guys, these younger guys, pushed to the moon. And you would keep mentioning every week, hey, don't forget, John Cena versus The Rock at WrestleMania 28. You'd show vignettes doing that, but that's for another video. And following this, what to do with CM Punk, he would go into a storyline with Alberto Del Rio, where CM Punk claims that I'm the real champion. You're just some poser who really doesn't deserve it, even though I know I've done it a couple times, but I fought hard for that title. I'm getting it back. And so you go into a program with Del Rio and Punk, and if you just had this, you could make CM Punk into a John Cena type of superstar. This guy who is anti-establishment. This guy he's the cool guy. He's the cool, bad, good guy. You know what I mean? But you got to make the fans believe it, and you got to not over-convolute everything. It's so simple to build up a star, but they don't seem to know how to do it, and they didn't seem to know how to do it. They rushed and rewrote and did everything completely insane, and it's sort of silly that Punk isn't the biggest star in the business right now. So that's my thoughts on how they should have booked CM Punk over the summer and into the fall. And hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to spread the videos around. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Leave a comment. Ask a question. I'll answer it in another video. And until next time, have a nice day.